Good morning and good evening to all of you. Again, it's this side Debargo Roy, founder of Nuwtonic. Today we will see what is topical map, why it is required to create topical authority for your brand, and finally we'll create a topical map using Nuwtonic and also some free solution that you can try out. Right. So topical map is nothing but a map of different topics related to your domain or your central authority or central entity of the brand. Right. And different topics clustered together, forming a map or forming a web formation, right? Why topical map is important? So let's say you are a brand, you are trying to establish some topical authority on area called A. Now, if you know what are the article you have to write on what are the keywords to establish or complete the knowledge base of topic A, definitely it is easier for you to write the content and plan the content. Also, it gives a strong signal to Google, okay, boss, this brand knows what they are doing on, knows what they are working on. Overall, it helps heavily to outrank your competitors on SERP and also in AI search. Google consider you as authority and source on the topic. It basically ranks you higher, not only on that topic but the tangential topic of the central entity also. Right. Coming back to how you can generate topical map, there are multiple ways you can generate topical map. You can simply go to your first way is very manual, where you basically can simply go to all of your computer, at least 3-4 of your computer, just see. Probably you can use some tool like paid tool or free tool. Let's say Uber suggests Href and Semrush and all, and based on competition or country search, you basically identify what are the topics they are have written. They have a lot of article or they have a lot of content. You simply gather them all together for each computer, try to see what are the overlaps, try to identify what are the central entity, what are the connectors between one topic to another, right? How the web pages are connected to each other, what is the hierarchy and everything, how internal link has been done, what are the anchor text, of everything you have to consider, and based on that you finalize, okay, I have now 300 keywords which I have to write on to outrank these guys, right? And finally remove the duplicates, and eventually you can dump them to a keyword research tool to finally get again some suggested terms on those respective keywords, and finally you get a list of 300, 400, 500 keywords as a topical map. Then you go to some clustering tool where basically you simply cluster those 500, 700, 600 or 300 keywords and ask it to cluster them, right? And you finally get a topical map, and eventually also you can put that into topical map creation tool, and you can basically get a topical map. That is one way of doing it. Second way basically is a free way. You can go to ChatGPT, tell, okay, this is my brand, these are my competitors, create a topical map, identify central entity. This is a prompt you can probably use. Identify the central entity for my brand and my competitions, right? And prioritize that, prioritize the topical entities or central entities, and also give some weightage on central entity to tangential entity, how they're connected, and after that you create exhaustive topical map to outrank this ABC computers. That way GPT will give you some data where basically you can manually go through, remove duplicate by exact duplicate and semantically duplicate keywords, and eventually take up that, establish the connection between which should be connected to which article should be connected to other article, kind of internal linking architecture or internal linking strategy, and that way you simply get a topical map. That is the second way, which is kind of free. You can try doing that. Another way is basically you can use any tool which basically gives you topical map, which basically much more concise. If it is not only AI, it's not only from given out of gate from AI call, simple open AI call, because simple open AI call miss lot of aspects, right? So now coming back, how Nuwtonic does it, how from using Nuwtonic, how can you generate a topical map where it is highly trained on Google and highly trained on your website's data based on your GSC. We'll see now how you can even extend the existing topical authority. That also we will see. So now let's first log into the system. While we're trying to log into the system, so we'll take some test website again for today's demo. Okay, so let's say I'll take this. This is another test site that we have, sensor.wiki. So for creating topical map, you first have to add the workspace via GSC, and then your website will be listed there. Once you click on there, come to the content generation part, if you can see, and once you come here, right, you simply do the brand analysis as the first step. Okay, once you connect your brand, it will do brand analysis. It will be I already have done it. So there will be a button, you can click on that, analyze your brand, you can reanalyze your brand again, which will have brand overview, strategy and suggestions. Then after this is done, then you have to go to this topical map. Once you go to topical map, right, if you see there is no topical map found, I have just kept it deleted for you guys to show the demo, right? I'll simply create generate a topical map. So basically this is highly trained on your sites data, right? Not only sites data, based on GSC, it will system will try to understand what areas or what entity you are getting authority on. Google is trusting you as a source, right? Based on the strong points or strong central entity, it will identify automatically, and based on that, you compare the gaps and competition, everything it will analyze, and after that, it will create a topical map. It will take some time for you to generate a topical map. Let's give it a moment. Okay, now if you see, the topical map has been created, and if you see, this gave us out of box 190 keywords, and you can, this is the interactive map view. You can isolate any chain. So if you want to isolate any chain, you can isolate this. So let's say I want to isolate this, I want to have a look only this. You can quickly hover on this, and you can basically select unselect hub and category, and that way also you can have a look. This is for tree view purpose. If you see, this is for tree view purpose. It has multi-level clustering, right? You have the main category, and then hub, then subcategory, and then your topic, right? So like this, you have exhaustive topical map ready from your fresh brand, which you can cover to create established topical authority in the eyes of AI search as well as in Google search, right? Now let's say you already have covered many areas and you want to eventually extend your topical map or topical authority, right? And you want to outrank your competitors. So then the option is AI cluster expand, right? So now here, if you wish, you can expand fully, or if you wish, you can expand by only keywords or topic or keywords, or we'll do it here full expansion, right? Now let's say you want to focus on, you want the system to focus on specific topic or specific entity, you can mention there. I will keep it as of now, this is optional, keep it as of now based on system intelligence. I'll do start AI expansion, right? Once this is done, it'll take some time. Let us give it some moment. Okay, so now if you see, number of keyword has been expanded to 710, right? If you see every level, it has expanded. The topical map itself is extremely powerful, right? It has gone to it's scaled horizontally as well as vertically as well. Now if you complete all of the content here, you definitely would have a leverage compared to your competitors, right? Once you have authority, you can write and rank for any keyword on your niche, and you should be able to outrank them if every other AIO and SEO aspects are all taken care, right? So that's pretty much, and also you can add your own cluster. This is simply, you can add your, let's say you have some keyword research done from any other systems, you can simply add it. It will not do any clustering and all, simply keep it added so that you can refer this list if you want to write an article from your own cluster. But yeah, that's how the topical map works. You can delete the map, refresh, and again regenerate the map. So that's about topical map. Hopefully I was able to provide some insights on how to generate topical map, and again extend the topical authority by extending the topical map feature, right, of Nuwtonic. Thanks so much for staying with me. Take care and have a nice day.